guys, welcome back to my triathlon YouTube channel. It's been a hot minute. It's actually been like a good year. So this video, I'm gonna get back into the two. Thought I'd give like a big debrief of like where I've been, what I've been doing, and yeah, the biggest news is I am an Ironman. I didn't video it at the time. Like, things get stressful and then you can't video them. But I am going to do a video on the Ironman UK. I know it's not a race anymore, but there is a half coming up. So I will do a video on it and my experience of it. But for today's video, I'm just going to talk through like what the hell's happened, where have I been, what races I've been doing. And yeah, so Blackburn 10K was last year. By that point, we'd already bought this house that I'm in now. When we bought the house, we thought, oh, it's gorgeous, it's absolutely gorgeous house, doesn't need any work. And then when we got the keys and came in, we were like, oh my lordy lord, it needs a lot. Like, granted, it wasn't a lot of construction work, but it did like take a lot of time and we didn't want to spend loads of money, so like things just rolled over, kind of got all the ceilings plastered, things like that. So that like took up a big chunk of time. Sip of coffee needed. If you don't know already, the Nespresso chocolate pods, 10 out of 10 would recommend. Bought the house, that took up all the renovations. It took us to like, I think we moved in February. Then first race of the season was the 2 Up duathlon at Rivington, where Greg and I came second. So you have to race as a pair and you've got to stay like within a certain distance of each other. It's a horrible race, it's really hard. I'm actually doing that race again this month. I will hopefully vlog that and show you what the race is actually about. But if you don't know, it's a run bike run and it's all like, it's really hilly the area and it's like horrible, it's cold. And then I had in my mind that I wanted to do the Ironman UK, like I wanted to do an Ironman, but I wanted to do the home race, which is Bolton for me. So in preparation for that, I did Horwich Triathlon, which is a local race. Again, it's up to the top of Rivington. It's all kind of around the roads where the Ironman bike course was. So did that race, you know, nothing to sing home about, didn't place, whatever, great experience, horrible again. I did also forget to say that I did Manchester Marathon in 2023 and I did it in a time of 3 hours 56 minutes. Before then I'd done London Marathon in about 4 hours 20 or 18, something like that. I wanted sub 4, we got sub 4 and that's my marathon career over. And then I did this thing whereby I kept telling people I was doing the Ironman UK, and then I never signed up to it. I just kept being like, yeah, I'm going to sign up to it, and then I would have a weekend and I'd have a bad bike ride or I crashed my bike or just something would go wrong and I'd be like, oh, I can't do it. So for the Ironman, which was the first weekend in July, I actually signed up a week before the Ironman actually, you know, the event itself, even though in my mind I did want to do it. So that took us to the start of July. I did the Ironman.
Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, it's Adam Collins from Love Island. First time on the Magic Ironman carpet, the triple threat, Ironman 70.3 Staffordshire, Ironman UK Bolton, and Ironman 70.3 Swansea, Adam Collins. And
it was a horrible day, like the wind. Oh, it was wild. I had a good swim, not as good as I'd hoped. I'd hoped to go sub 1 hour or an hour, and I came in at about 1:02, and I think I was fourth or fifth out the water from the females, which was good. The bike was just extremely windy. I think I'd expected to do it in a certain time, like 7 hours and something, and it ended up being 8 hours. And then the run was just equally as hilly, and I just held on for dear life. And then I came in with a time of like 14 hours. But I can go into a separate video about that. It was a great experience. Like, I just wanted to complete it. I wasn't there to compete, and I definitely did that. It was a very tough day. And then after that, I turned 30. So sad. Turned 30, went away for like the weekend with the family, celebrated that. By that point, my dad had come out of hospital, he'd had his gallbladder removed, but had been left with like vertigo dizziness, so he came and we went to Anglesey for the weekend, which was really nice. And then Greg and I went and took our bikes around France and Spain. So this was a great trip. So we bought a tent box. I'm hopefully going to include some like videos or photos from this trip, so you can see what I mean. But we went in a tent box, so we've got the VW van, put a tent box on the top, put the bikes in the back. We got a ferry over to Santander, and then we cycled and drove through Santander and France. So we like stopped in like San Sebastian, Biarritz, all these different places. So then we stopped at a campsite, went for a cycle round, maybe stayed 1 or 2 nights, and then we did that for like 11 days and came back, which was a great experience. I've never really done a cycling trip abroad, but it was really good, and it's like a really cheap way to like holiday. and see lots of different places. So that was a really good experience, and hopefully I'll do it again this year and bring you along properly that time. And then when we got back, one of my 30th birthday presents was 2 kittens. I'd been nagging about having kittens for ages, so we got 2 kittens. I'm probably flooding this video now with lots of pictures of them and videos. Oh, it's so cute. They are called Ali and Johnny. Of course, they are named after the Brownlee brothers. And then I did my final race of the season. So I didn't race that much, but I did the brutal half Ironman. It's not an Ironman event, but it's like that same distance. And that involved, the run involved going to the top of Snowdon and coming back down. I actually won that race. And it was horrible. Like, it was horrible. It was harder than the Ironman, 100% harder. The weather was so hot, like it was so hot, and obviously they don't close off Snowdon. So I was walking. I was enthusiastically walking at times up Snowdon, and you'd be like, excuse me, can I squeeze through you there? And especially on the way back down, it was, I came out of the water first, then this girl overtook me on the run, then I overtook her going up, and then when we had to like the descent down. So it was actually quite a, competitive race at times. But yeah, so it was really good to finish that season, for the season on a high. I believe brutal events are closing this year, but the event is on in September in Llanberis or Clanberis. If you want to try it, it's like a really good kind of like adventure race. Like, it's not like super formal. I mean, you transition, you like go into a tent and like you have a chair with your clothes and stuff on, so it is a really good event. So that's how I ended the season. And then it just kind of, Christmas came on the first time in the house. Greg left his job, so he is no longer a teacher. He is hoping to join the fire service, but has gone more into the coaching side of things. Obviously, he is my coach and has athletes. So if you are looking for a coach, then do get in touch, because he is taking athletes on. And then for this year, firstly, I have 2 up duathlon, which is the Horwich one, the local one, and then I have Liverpool half marathon. I did Liverpool half marathon like 2 years ago or something. I can't remember, and my time was 1 hour 52. So I want to try and beat that. So I'm aiming for 1:45, but if I got like under 1:48, I think I'll be happy. So they're the only 2 races I've got coming up. I really don't know what to do. Like, you do so many local races and you're like, I don't want to do that again, because like there's a certain part of that race I don't like. There is Ironman half, 70.3 in Bolton, but it's the cost of these races is expensive. The full Ironman is like the best part of £1,000. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to be doing. If you have any suggestions of like really cool races that you've done, they don't have to be like the typical outlaw Ironman whatever. Like, I do like those kind of like, oh, this is an adventure race, or any long swims, then let me know, because I am in need of some inspiration. I feel like there's lots of videos I still need to do. So I need to do a debrief of the Ironman full, I need to do the half Ironman win, and then just like other stuff, like going to Portugal in a few weeks. I've just been skiing, should have filmed that, because there was so many funny parts to that. I can ski because I did a ski season, but Greg couldn't ski and my sister couldn't ski, so that provided us with a lot of entertainment. Now that things have settled with life, like house, kittens, everything else, Ironman's out the way and I never need to do another one. I need some race inspo and like get going again with it. So that's where we're at. I can't wait to bring you these videos. I am sorry that you have subscribed to this channel and not had any videos in a long time. If you're new to this channel, then welcome. I hope to provide you with videos. If you like and subscribe, that would be absolutely fantastic. And you can also follow me on Instagram. I'm not really sure if Instagram's still like a thing. I don't know, I go on Instagram and I'm just never really inspired that much. So I don't post on there as often as I used to, but I go through phases. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch, and I will see you all soon.